have this fantastically preserved Elgin Ardmore from 1956 with a bargain basement price of just 72 pieces of democracy dough. Would you rather have a couple solid quality straps from Holben's or an entire watch? I think we all know the answer to that question. Anyway, starting from 1956 all the way until the cessation of all of Elgin's American manufacturing in 1968, Elgin no longer serialized their movements. This means that identifying what Elgin watch you have after this point is even harder to do, as Elgin records aren't exactly well preserved. However, this model is for sure an Ardmore, with its many horizontal lines on the case and dial, adding a nice textural contrast. This Elgin is a fine representative of the stuff America's former largest watchmaker was capable of, tastefully bridging the gap between the Art Deco schools of the 1930s and the then-new Googie school of design. For those unfamiliar with Googie, it is the signature look of 1950s America. Chrome tail fins that stretch to the sky on automobiles, bright pastels, as well as space-age designs symbolic of motion such as boomerangs and flying saucers. This Ardmore was right in the middle of all this action, as Elgin was reeling from lackluster sales year after year ever since the end of World War II. Hamilton, Bulliva, Waltham, Gruen, and of course Elgin were forced to make war material for both the Second World War as well as the later Korean War. This allowed neutral Switzerland to make inroads into the American watchmaking market to the detriment of the old titans of the American watchmaking industry. This is reflected in the construction of the Ardmore from Elgin. The in-house caliber 673 looks like every other Elgin Tono movement, just parsed down as much as possible without compromising mechanical quality. The bezel is made from 10-karat rolled gold plates, and the back is stainless steel. Shocking stuff for a watchmaker where a decade ago that bezel would be at least 10-karat gold filled. Still, with the fresh eyes of 2025, the economical construction of this Ardmore can be forgiven and even celebrated on its own merits. The last stand of the largest of the American watchmakers, where from its one plant in Illinois, half of all American jeweled watches were ever constructed.